Hey, how's it going, everybody? The government is controlled by lizard people and we are at their mercy. My name is Miguel.
And this is Diego.
And welcome back to Winging It.
Let's go.
So, a lot of stuff is happening.
A lot of stuff is happening.
A lot of stuff is happening.
Everywhere.
So much. So much stuff is happening that I am adding a new thing to my everyday to-dos.
Okay.
And I realize this is actually really important for people that are very busy.
Mm-hmm.
I suck at planning things for tomorrow.
You and a lot of us.
Or I suck at planning things the day of.
Okay.
Right? So in order to be better at planning things and getting through that planning, I'm going to plan my entire day for tomorrow today. Like at the night of the previous night.
Okay, so like the night before, you're going to prepare for the next day.
And like, I'm talking like, I'm going to do like, wake up at this time, eat at this time, go to work, gym at this time.
A complete rundown.
Specifically for like when I shoot stuff and edit it. Because if you don't have a granular schedule like that, you could just, not get things done and just not be in line with your schedule. And then, you'll like push things to tomorrow.
True. Yeah. I see that. I've done that a couple times too. Like if I don't plan ahead, I sometimes things that I want to do just end up being things that I wanted to do because I never did them.
Yeah. Also, with all these moving parts now that like I'm starting to do more shoots and whatnot, I realized that a really important skill that I've always taken for granted is the ability to have access to things, right?
Okay.
I've always thought like, it's your skill that like kind of gets things done. But if you don't have the access, then you can't use your skill to do the thing.
True.
So I'm putting so much value now in being able to have access. I'm hitting up bands to do music videos, and like every single band that says yes, I feel that much closer to this future that I'm like having a lot of work, and partnering with a lot of people, networking and having a wider, reach.
Yeah, access is important. Networking, that's why it's so crucial. Once you master the skill, the next thing is get it out there. Who wants to buy it, right?
Yeah. I feel more and more like an entrepreneur.
Hell yeah, dude, that's awesome.
It's so fun.
Yeah. I'm going to take it a different direction here because something interesting as I was diving this week through all the different telegrams that I, have that I look through literally every day. One of them was talking about something, and these are all crypto telegrams, by the way. One of them was talking about the Russia president interview that was
Putin?
That was on Putin. Yes. And it, me looking at crypto, somehow that came to me, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna see it. And actually, I saw the whole interview. I thought it was pretty interesting because I don't think a president from a different country has interviewed with someone, and it's been like a 2-hour long interview with no edits where they're just talking about all the things, basically they're talking about why they did what they did. Like, why did Russia attack, right? It's interesting because he just sat there and explained why he believes that they went in that direction.
So Putin went on Joe Rogan?
No, he didn't. Putin went on with Jordan Peterson, I believe.
Oh, same thing.
Oh, no, Pearson.
Jordan Peterson.
One of those guys. I can't remember the name.
The old guy with the grayish hair that's on the carnivore diet.
No, not that guy. I can't remember the name, but he was on an interview with another guy that's, he interviewed other people too recently. I just can't remember. It's like a British network. But regardless, I just thought it was interesting. Somehow that landed on my lap. I saw it and I was just like, man, it is very interesting to see how in today's day and age, we have information so accessible that every person can see the thoughts of a president from another country.
Yeah.
That's not something we could do a couple years ago. And then the fact that came to me, right? Me not even looking for that information, it just landed on my lap. And I actually saw the whole interview because I was interested in what was going on. I'm like, this is crazy. Like the way information is moving faster each and every single day just amazes me. So that's just something I was like, you know what, man, I got to talk about this because I wasn't trying to see what his thoughts were, but I ended up looking at the entire interview. So I thought it was pretty cool.
Did you have any cool takeaways from?
My takeaway from that interview would be that everyone has their own perspective. Like, to sum it up really quickly, Putin has his reasons of why they really believe that that's their land, and everybody can have those reasons and justify them based on historical events. And I just thought it was interesting because I didn't think that that's what he would go on there and say.
Yeah.
So my takeaway is like, wow, interesting. Like everybody has, different perspectives.
I knew a guy who wrote a book about his reasonings too. It was Hitler.
Wow. Yeah, it's funny. He
Kampf.
talks about Hitler. I recommend people go watch this because it's a good interview.
All right.
Just to check it out.
Moving along here. How's your fitness going, buddy?
Fitness. Okay, so it's going good. It's going good. I'll let you know right off the bat. The goal for last week, right, was from 194 to 192, and I did not meet that goal.
Me neither.
So so right off the bat, I failed meeting weight, and that ties into my other goal, which was to be able to increase weights and establish like a new threshold on every single exercise. So that meant going up 5 to 10 pounds on every single workout that I did. And I realized that me doing that made me so hungry after working out.
Yeah.
Because normally I'm hungry before.
Yeah.
Right. And this time I'm like hungry after. I'm just like I was so much hungrier than I normally am.
Yeah.
I literally needed to eat more. And obviously that's why I gained like 4 pounds.
Yeah.
So I was like, I chose muscle over, like the body weight loss.
Yeah, I had a really similar journey last week too. So my goal was to lose another like 3 pounds, and I got weaker.
Okay.
Okay, naturally, and I also gained weight. I don't know how. I mean, I
You might have put on muscle.
no, I got weaker.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right.
I lost muscle.
Dang.
And I gained weight somehow. It was weird. It was some sort of plateau, but I didn't like it. And I'm also going into work this week. And I need energy, so I can't like be on keto. I can't be like lethargic.
Yeah, you won't have energy at all.
Yeah, so I'm choosing a different goal now. My new goal is to go back into full strength mode.
Okay.
I'm going to eat over 200 grams of protein a day.
Right.
I'm going to eat all the carbs. And my new short-term goal is 190 bench press for 8 reps.
Okay. Is that up or down?
That's so 190. It's up.
Okay.
That's a 45 on each side, a 25 on each side, and a 2.5 on each side.
What was the last time you did that?
I've never done that.
Okay.
But the highest I got was 185, which is just take away the 2.5, just the 45 and the 25, for 6.
Okay.
So my new short-term goal is to surpass that and do 190 for 8.
And you're going heavy. Okay. Interesting. You go from being weaker to just going heavy.
And yeah, like I think once you start eating a lot every day, you'll get back into it pretty quickly. So I expect next week to report like getting my old strength back.
Nice.
We'll see.
Yeah. I got you. See, like I'm going to report this week that I gain new strength. Like, so for example, I never specify like what weights I'm using, but just for reference, right now I'm on 50-pound dumbbells, right? That I'm curling and we're doing workouts with them. And I'm at 155 bench press,
Nice.
which might not be a lot, but to me that's a lot because I'm not coming from that. I'm coming from a lot lower.
Yeah.
And I've increased it all the way to that now. So yeah, that's me for this week. I think what I'm going to be doing next week for fitness goals, right? I'm going to try to increase reps now because I've increased weight, but my rep count went down. So I'm going to try to increase reps now that I've increased weights. I'm going to try to maintain my weight. I'm at 200. I'm going to try to lose 2 pounds a week, but it's very hard because now I'm not going to go like keto. I'm going to switch it up a lot. Like for this next week, it's increasing reps and I'm going to control my diet. I'm going to try to maintain 20% carbs, 40% protein, and 40% fats. That's looking like about 98 grams of fat, 200-ish grams of protein, and about 100 grams of carbs. I'm going to see what that diet does to my body and with like my workouts, and go from there. See if maybe I need to adjust that as I move on to the next weeks. I'm also going to try to maintain 2,200 ish calories, and we'll see whether I can progress by losing weight on this, like with this diet plan, or if I need to adjust it to either build more muscle or lose more weight, depending on how it goes.
So what's your main focus? Like right now, my old focus last week was to lose weight, right?
Yeah.
Scrap that. My new focus is strength. What's your focus right now?
So my focus is also strength, because the thing that I'm noticing I'm still doing is working towards heavier weights, because I'm trying to get stronger, but I don't want to gain a lot of weight.
Damn.
And exactly, it's counterproductive.
It's so slow.
Yes,
But
exactly.
I guess.
Yeah, but I like it, And the thing
Yeah.
about it is, for me, with this diet, I'm not feeling lethargic, because I've done keto before and
Yeah.
it sucks. Like, you hate your life, you have no energy. So
Yeah.
I'd rather include a little bit more carbs so that I can kind of do it, but I'll just like do it my way, adjust it as I see fit.
Yeah. So I'm doing what you're doing, except I'm eating a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm eating a lot.
Which is good, because you'll have a lot of excess energy.
The other day, I had 2 ribeyes, like 2 pounds of ribeye, and I had 8 potatoes, 8 little red potatoes, and 3 eggs,
It's insane.
and and that was one meal, and then I ate another meal later in the day, which was
insane,
kind
bro.
of like the first one.
That's so much. So much food. I can't eat that anymore. One thing before I forget, also, I did have the goal last week of doing push-ups every single day, 30 in the morning, 30 at night. I've accomplished that, and as of, I believe, the day that the week ended, I've done 420 push-ups in 1 week by just being disciplined enough to do that every single day. I didn't think about it. I didn't realize how much it would accumulate to, but 420 push-ups is a lot. Back
Yeah.
in the day, I don't think I've ever thought about doing that much in a week. The fact that I did it without even thinking, I'm like, that's cool. I'm going to try to increase that, but that's not a goal I'm setting. That's a personal. I'm going to continue doing that every day.
Nice.
And I'm going to keep adding every week to that count to see how far I can go without stopping.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Some fun.
All right, moving on to finance. So first, I want to say that one of my stocks, I own 5 different stocks.
Okay.
And one of them, Fubo,
Nice.
is down by 20%.
Whoa.
But the reason why it's down 20% is because ESPN, Fox, Warner Brothers, and Discovery revealed that they're creating a new company to compete in the live sports streaming space.
Ah, yes. Competition.
Yeah, but this is good though, because I want the 10,000 shares. They announced this partnership right before the Fubo earnings call that still hasn't happened yet.
Okay.
And the stock tanked because, of course, it will, because no one's going to keep their money in when the FUD hits, right? So I think that this is just a show that these companies are, one, defensive,
Okay.
and a little desperate to get into the space. Why else would they say and reveal? The company doesn't even have a name. The company doesn't
yeah.
even have a name.
Yeah.
And they revealed it before the earnings call. It makes no sense. So, and like the legality, because like the way that sports streaming services work is that the company bids on the rights to show the live sports.
Okay.
So whoever wins the bid gets that content.
Oh, wow.
So it's about bidding, and then you're talking like your margins as a company, and if you're profitable or not depends on how many subscribers you have that are paying versus how much you're paying to get the content for them to watch.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
Yeah,
I never
it's a
realized that's what it
balance.
was.
Yeah. So these companies are competing against each other while working together as a partnership. It makes no sense.
That's weird.
So there's a lot of legality stuff. There's also like the legality issue of monopolies, right?
Right.
So I think that Fubo has nothing to worry about. It's still something that I want a 10,000 share position in. And I really hope the stock keeps dropping. I only have 1,000 shares right now. So if it drops to $1, I'll get 10,000 immediately.
You're right.
Yeah, like I'll get it with my stocks.
Yeah, it'll be easy at that point.
With the Amazon stocks, yeah.
The price has to go down.
Yeah, so like $1.25. I'll start buying aggressively then.
Jeez.
But I bought some SoFi, and this week, so last week my public account was at 7,000. This week I'm at 10,819.
Let's go, dude. Good stuff.
So I still have the 1,000 Fubo, Oatly, ChargePoint, Honest, and I have 280 shares of SoFi now.
Okay, nice. Right on. That was last week or this week?
Yeah, that's right now. And then my goal is to buy more SoFi next week.
Gotcha. Cool. For me, for finance, right? I was supposed to continue tracking my performance and look into passive coins that are now accessible on Pulse Chain, because I've noticed that there's a narrative of like, oh, buy this coin, get rewarded in this coin. There's a bunch of there's so many coins coming out like that right now that it's kind of hard to, see which ones are good and which ones are not. But again, this is all my research. None of this is financial advice. And what I have decided to do is invest my allocations into some passive reward coins that I have come across. So real quick recap, right? Finance. I was continue tracking performance, look into these coins, invest into coins that are going to give me that passive return, and then also continue selling anything that I could sell to get more money. So I managed to sell $320 last week that I've now put towards these new coins that I've looked into. And now let me tell you about the new coins that I've acquired. So currently I hold PDAI and Atropa. I bought about $180 worth of those two coins. My PDAI is currently sitting at about $190 worth. And my Atropa, I think it's a $205. And both of those I bought at $180. And the three new coins that I have decided to buy are, the first one is Rewarder. This is a coin. All these coins are by Sunny. And if you don't know who that is a developer on Pulse Chain that is creating his own ecosystem of reward coins. And I follow him. I've done a lot of research on him, so I know what he's building. I understand the math behind it. And I've decided to allocate some of my money into it so that I can have these positions that are going to pay me rewards till the end of time, essentially. That's how it works. So Rewarder gives me the reward of Pulse. The Pulse Chain coin is the coin that you use to pay fees to be able to make trades in the ecosystem. So I figured that was a good coin to grab because it'll literally pay me in the coin that I need to use to pay for fees to trade. So now I have a coin that is giving me the other coin that I use for fees. So that's one of them. The other coin is DAI-R. So this one is not DAI stablecoin, which I have that coin, but this one rewards me in DAI stablecoin. So as I hold this coin, I will be accumulating DAI stablecoin, which I have an allocation of that already. But this coin is going to keep giving me rewards into my wallet of DAI stablecoin. And then the last coin that I decided to buy was FARM-R or Farmer. This coin gives me the three main coins in the Richard Heart ecosystem, which is Pulse, PulseX, and Inc. Incentive coin. So those are the three coins made by Richard Heart that were released when this whole new system dropped. And Sunny made a farmer token that essentially rewards you in all three. It's a combination of all three. I don't want to get into the technicalities of how he is paying you in three coins, but that's exactly what he's doing. Again, none of this is financial advice. I just have understood what he's doing and how it works. So I'm allocating my money into these, and you guys are going to go ahead and be able to see as I'm getting these rewards, because it's going to increase the amount of coins that I hold, which will increase the value of the amount that I have. And I'll be able to track all that. So that's what I did for this week's allocations. And now I currently hold $802 in my personal account, and that is all crypto. Also, a quick note, I had to add a little bit of Pulse because I didn't have enough Pulse to be able to make transactions. So now I have $8 or $9 of Pulse, which is 66,000 Pulse. And I only need about a couple hundred to make transactions. So $8 literally gives you the ability to make a bunch of transactions. One of the reasons why I'm in Pulse Chain. Anyway, that's what I did for finance.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So for financial insights, I want to show you 3 stocks.
Show me, man.
And I'm going to show this in the video as well.
Okay.
So the reason why I'm showing you these stocks is because I want to show you how a really great company, right? How the chart looks like for a great company. And hopefully this will give you some insight that stocks are not slow, and they are actually a really great investment to make people who are poor, who don't have a lot of money, into millionaires.
Okay.
All right. So the first stock.
Right.
This is called Elf Beauty. Have
Okay.
you heard of Elf Beauty?
I think I've seen it on your counter.
No,
I'm just kidding.
I'm sure it's very popular.
I've never heard of it.
If you've ever have you ever been to Ulta?
I am not a shopper of. I don't
But
shop at Ulta.
you've never taken someone to Ulta to
I've
buy them
never
things?
taken someone to Ulta, but I know what Ulta is. But I don't shop there.
Okay. Um, that's where I get my hair serum. All right, so so this is the 5-year chart.
Okay.
All right.
Biased. Just kidding.
So 5 years ago, this stock was at $9.
Okay.
Right. And then earnings calls, right?
Right.
And they're like, "Oh, we're not profitable. It was not profitable at this point, right?
Yeah, that's how it looks.
Yeah, not profitable." And then they hit profitability right here.
Okay.
In 2022,
22.
they hit profitability, and then they became a profit-making machine.
Okay.
And guess what happened to the stock price? So 2022, $20. Sounds like it's like a 2x right there, right?
Right.
And then between 2022 and 2023,
Damn.
that's like a 5x.
Yeah. That exploded a little bit.
So for the past 5 years, this has returned 1,714%.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
All right. So the second stock I want to show you.
That's a makeup company, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And just a little thing about the makeup companies. Makeup is actually a really great thing to invest into because the products are expensive and they're small.
True.
So you can move a lot of products, so they aren't spending a lot in shipping, in like moving things around, in moving the product from the manufacturers to the stores.
Yeah, that's true.
Like furniture is really expensive because it's really hard to move it because it's so big. You're gonna freaking take like half of the truck with just one item,
Yeah, even toilet paper is more expensive
Yeah,
to ship 'cause
exactly.
it's more volume.
Yeah. I would not want to be in the toilet paper industry, especially with bidets coming around. All right, so
All right.
check out the 5-year on Chipotle.
Wow.
Chipotle is my life.
I mean, I just gave them some money today, so
Yeah, and they're a profit making machine, right? So if you invested in Chipotle 5 years ago, right? It was $584.
Okay.
Right. And now it's $2,600. For every $600 you had 5 years ago, those $600 could have been $2,600. Right.
Yeah.
Take a look at the max. This is like the all time for Chipotle.
Snap, dude.
So back in 2006, now that's a while ago, but still, like the company, but what I really want to show you here is 2006, $45 stock, kind of goes up into the right a bit, and hits like mass, profits here in 2018,
Interesting.
right? And then just takes off. This is why you long-term hold. You don't sell these companies, right? You'd be a fool to sell because you lose out on that compound. So you buy here, say you buy at 45 and it goes to $600, right? You stocks aren't something where you go like, oh shoot, it's up, I gotta take profits,
Yeah.
because those $600 are peanuts compared to the 2,600
That it's worth now.
that it's
Yeah.
worth now. And guess what it's going to be worth if they don't do a stock split, like 10K in the future. But they might do a stock split. For every one stock, it'll turn to 20 or whatever.
Yeah.
They'll be worth $40 again. Like it's just rinse and repeat. So that's Chipotle. Again, there is no rug pull. It moves with the economy. It moves with recessionary fears, but there is no cycle. There is no 4-year cycle, right?
Okay.
And I like that bit of security because it's just consistency. You don't have to think about losing your shit. And this is the last one. This is Meta. You've heard of Facebook, right?
Whoa, dude. That's a gnarly chart.
Yeah. Check
I
it out.
don't know if I like that chart.
No. Check this out. This is actually kind of spicy. So this is the max. So 2012, Meta was worth like $18, and then it goes all the way up to $379
Okay.
in the peak of the last bull run, not crypto bull run, the last just general market bull run.
Okay,
right?
okay.
They have those too. So it goes up.
Yeah, they do.
And then from there we have inflationary fears. It takes a nosedive, but you know the real reason why I took this dive right here?
Market manipulation?
No,
I'm just kidding.
No. I thought you were gonna get it when you said
What?
Mark
No.
Zuckerberg was talking a lot about Meta's metaverse.
The futurist. Yeah. I remember that.
He wouldn't stop talking about the metaverse.
All he cared about.
That's all he cared about.
Yup.
He said, and he did, plunge like $26 billion into that project.
Insane.
That hasn't yelled. You know, we're not living in the metaverse right now, right?
Nope.
So, not yet. But that's the reason why. And guess what happened right here? I was there for it. I bought and then I sold. Like an
Oof.
idiot. Like an idiot.
That's how you learn.
So right here, $93 stock. All right, this is last year.
Damn, that's cheap.
This is last year, $93 stock. All right.
Damn, dude.
He said, "No more metaverse."
Oh, that's when he said it?
Yeah, he said, "We're cutting costs."
He's like, I failed.
Yeah. And
I changed my mind.
He like was in tears and he's like, "Believe in me, we're gonna turn this ship around." And then the stock went from 93 to $460 in a year.
Dude, that chart is about Mark
4X.
Zuckerberg, dude. That's people betting on him. Just like how people bet on Elon, not Tesla.
Well, but he did though. It's not him. He turned the company around. They have these quarterly earnings, and in these earnings, the company was way more profitable.
Well, yeah, he stopped spending money.
Yeah.
Stupidly. What do you mean? Of course he's going to be more profitable. They cut costs. I don't know how many people they fired to change that price.
But notice that the price of the stock went back to all-time highs within a year, and then it's going to keep going. It's going to keep following this chart again. It's going to hit $1,000, right?
Yeah, I'll give it to him. He brought it back.
Yeah.
So, I'll give it to the chart. It's a back up there. And then some.
Yeah. So I would rather be long-term holding great profitable companies or companies that are going to hit profitability, right? Mm-hmm. Instead of betting on what I think we can both agree on is a decentralized Ponzi scheme.
Come again?
That was our fighting word.
What'd you call me?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Spit.
Well, I mean, most crypto, especially in the markets that you're in,
Okay.
are pump and dumps.
Okay.
Would you agree that most of them, because there's thousands, anyone can make a crypto.
It is a wild, wild west. Casino in the cryptoverse.
There you go.
100%. There's a bunch of pump and
So
dumps.
I heard this from like a documentary about crypto, and I like the phrase.
Okay.
Because they're like, it's not a decentralized currency. It's a decentralized Ponzi scheme.
Okay.
Because, yeah, like, have you ever heard of Wake Up Now or Primerica? Remember
Yes.
Primerica, right?
Yes.
Right? This is it's like a pyramid, right?
Yeah.
It's like, hey, I am a part of it. I'm gonna get you. Now you're a part of it.
Exactly.
You get them. Now they're a part of it, and they get them. And,
Yeah.
like it forms a pyramid. And guess who wins the most? The one who started first.
I agree.
The one who created the coin first, who has the majority share
You're right.
of the market supply.
You're 100% correct.
It's a Ponzi scheme.
You know what else would be a Ponzi scheme according to that definition?
What?
The US dollar.
No,
Why not?
because they don't rug.
They don't rug?
They don't rug. No.
I mean, inflation seems like
That's
a huge
not
rug
a,
over
that's
time.
not a rug. That's not
They're
a rug.
rugging old people, dude. They're making promises they can't. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to get into it.
Coins have built-in deflation or deflation.
No, but I will agree 100% that it is a risky Ponzi scheme to get into. I will also say that not everything is a Ponzi scheme, but I understand why you have that idea of all crypto. You're putting all crypto in that category, but I'm telling you, there will be crypto that is not in that category that actually brings value back to the world.
Bitcoin and Ethereum.
Yeah, sure. Those are the blue chips for now. Correct. When's the next one coming? That's all I'm saying. Doge. Yeah, I mean,
Dogecoin.
we'll see what Elon can do with Doge. I have a little bit of Doge. I'm not even gonna lie. But so for finance, for me, right, financial insight. Before I go there, real quick, my goals for next week. So I'm going to continue tracking performance and look into other potential long-term passive coins. I just want to know these coins that I'm buying that are paying me rewards. I'm not going to sell them until the bull hits. The goal is to see how many rewards I can accumulate and then showcase that through this, right? In real time. So they're not going to get sold. I'm going to look for more to buy. And then obviously here I will explain what they are. I'm going to continue selling what I can sell to invest. And I'm also going to create a LP, a liquidity pool. So I haven't done that yet with this new wallet. I'm going to try to find the best pair to get into. But I'm essentially trying to create a liquidity pool because that's another way to make passive fees income in the ecosystem. Essentially, really quick, what a liquidity pool is, right, is you taking two assets and providing liquidity for the market. I'll put it in this way. So pretend you're the bank and you're grabbing two assets. You as the bank hold those two assets and are allowing people to trade from you as the bank. So when they trade back and forth, they have to pay a fee. That fee goes to the bank. You being the bank, you get the fee. That's the easiest way to explain it. I want to go ahead and start one and then also showcase here what those fees that I'm collecting look like. So for my financial insight, I guess this week I would say the biggest thing I learned is do your own research. When it comes down to investments, right? I realized that people will say many things about all kinds of different investments. And everyone has biases and different opinions, and that's fine. But when it comes to investments, I think it is crucial to do your own research on what you are putting your money into. Everything I choose to invest into, I do so because I've spent countless hours going over the information available to me. And after I did that, I spent more hours going over the information again because I couldn't believe it. And then after that, I made the decision to invest into these assets. Now, it doesn't matter what anyone says. Like now that I understand everything I know, it doesn't matter what anybody says. I know exactly what I'm investing into. I know the risk and I know the reward. So do your own research is my financial insight for this week.
Nice. I agree. So personal goals.
What do you got?
A lot.
Yeah.
All right. So last week I said I would buy some equipment. Mm-hmm. I bought some equipment and I spent in total, like this is including the drone too, I have spent $19,000.
Nice.
On drone, on my film equipment, on a $4,000 editing computer that can edit the 4 and 8K video.
Right.
And I am officially doing freelance work. Emphasis on the word free. Until I have enough content to build a website and book paid gigs and like develop that reputation.
Of course.
So the cool thing is that I'm going to track my income when I start making money with what I'm doing here. And I'm going to subtract from the $19,000 on an Excel file. And you'll see that go down until I'm net positive.
Yeah, that'll be cool to see.
Yeah. And also very embarrassing if I'm at 19,000 still in debt.
Hey man, if anything, it'll get you, to make sure it doesn't happen.
And if anything, I could still pay it off with my November stocks. So.
That's right. Backup plans, baby.
Yeah, backup plans.
Let's go.
So I actually made a video and I'll show this in the video and we'll watch it here right now.
Awesome.
But this is my first official video that I made using the equipment. And when I filmed it, I had a lot of issues with the gimbal I was using. Mm-hmm. And I also didn't do something technical to make the video look better.
Okay.
And it was also in a very low light setting. So
a lot of things there.
This is the worst I could have ever done. Just
okay. Set the bar low. I like it.
Yeah. All right, let's check it out.
That was dope, man. I really, really like that.
Thanks. Man, you know you're in the right field when you're filming, right? Like when you're doing the thing and you feel in love when you're shooting every single shot, right?
Yeah.
And you do it for 3 hours and your back's aching, but you're in love from the beginning to the end. And then when you're editing, that spark of love editing
Yeah.
and the creativity to like it's like you listen to the track that you're going to edit to, and then you can see exactly how it's going to look like, and you just like quickly put it in, and it's exactly how you thought it was, and everything just flowed, and I cried a little bit.
Nice. That sounds like passion, dude.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome. I actually really like that. I think that was really good. Well done. I would say that doesn't look bad at all, to be honest.
Thanks.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm talking about, but hey, to me that looked really well done.
And then lastly, I want to go over a little bit of my roadmap.
Okay.
So I reached out to, honestly, like back in 2021, I reached out to like 50 bands on Instagram. I made a Instagram called You Are Voices.
I remember this.
Yeah, and I reached out to so many bands, and back then, not a lot of people wanted to like collab. They're all busy, and I reached out to them again this time around, and every single band that I would hit up, they're down to make like music videos, and I have 8 bands lined up right now.
That's awesome, dude.
Daytime Moon, that promo that you just saw, Unsound Sunday, The Dares, Fusion Babies, Funds for Jimmy, Cosmic Kitten, Spank Shaft.
Okay.
and those are just the ones that I hit up like again, and I don't think a single band that I hit up again didn't say that they wouldn't want to collab.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
It's a good thing you kept all those contacts.
Yeah.
Honestly, networking. It's a thing.
So I actually have 2 music videos already lined up and with like dates set. One in Big Bear on the first week of March,
Nice.
and then one the next following weekend on March 9th, and that's gonna be like at a forest. And I'm gonna go over to like the band's apartment and like do a pre-production meeting and whatnot.
Dope, dude. That sounds cool.
And then besides that, I hit up a real estate person, and I was like, hey, do you like if you want to have me take pictures for like a online listing or make like a video of like a house? And she said not only that, but she'd also be interested in me doing like community service work that she's a part of.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That brought a completely different feel.
Yeah.
Into what you're doing.
Yeah.
That's cool. Congrats on all that, bro.
Yeah. And then advertising for this company called Cali Blaze.
Oh, that's right. You got that too.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah. So.
Okay, so for me, for personal, right? I was supposed to complete the second part of the course that I'm taking because, again, I'm doing content creation. I was supposed to do 149 videos. And as I finished the 70th video and I realized, I'm learning all this information, but I'm not putting any of it to use because I'm not actually practicing any of the stuff I'm learning. I realized that I had two choices, right? I could continue and finish all of the videos, take all the information, but then have to relearn it and when I was gonna practice it, or I can stop and then start putting everything I've learned already into practice and then continue learning. And I think that's what I did. I basically stopped at 70 videos because it was a lot. I'm not gonna lie. It was a lot. I was putting on a lot. So I was trying to see if I could do it, and I know that I could have done it, but I don't think I would have learned as much as if I actually, like what I'm doing now is stopping, and this next week, right? It ties perfectly with the goals for this week. So I'm actually going to take all of the skills that I've learned, put them into practice, and produce, for sure, 2 videos is the goal. Third video if I manage to find the time. But basically, I'm going to set my goals for making 2 videos with all the knowledge I've taken in from the last week that I've been going through this course.
Nice. What kind of form do you think these videos are going to be in? Is it going to be like a video of you like talking, or
these are definitely going to be short form, like I want to say like TikTok videos, short form, like honestly, I was thinking about informational stuff about crypto because I have a lot of information on that. Whatever it is that I decide to do, I'm going to make 2 to 3 videos, make them happen this next week, and it's going to be done by the end of the week. I'll be able to show that to you guys next week.
Nice.
That's my personal goal. So I'm excited. And it's funny because it's the same thing. You're like talking about that passion you have.
Yeah.
I have that when I'm just playing around with music and video, and I do that, right? Like literally for like short form content creation. I enjoy that.
Does it make you cry?
I don't know about all that, but it makes me very like, oh, this is cool. Like I like it a lot. So much so that I forget what the time is and I just keep working on it. You know what I mean? That's why it's difficult sometimes because I don't realize how much time I'm just pouring into it. So
that's cool.
Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I think it'll work out for me because I'll be able to, produce something and something I can share with everybody too. So that's for next week's personal goals that I'm setting.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
I mean, for closing remarks, honestly, I just want to reiterate that, like, I'm really glad I'm filming again.
Yes, me too, dude.
Yeah, because like I freaking, that was like my whole life back in high school days, right?
Yes.
And then like a year or two after high school, I worked for Amazon to save money. You guys can't see me. I'm doing finger quotes here.
He's doing finger quotes.
To save money for film equipment to be a full-time filmmaker. And, that didn't happen because I'm really great at procrastinating.
Hey, man. Everyone's really good at that.
That was the old me. Now I'm great at doing the opposite of procrastinating. Do things now.
Yeah, man. I think it's urgency more than anything. It's like put a little bit of urgency into your life. Because if you think you have your whole life to do things, it'll take you your whole life to do anything. Right. So like putting in that sense of urgency gets you to like actually do the stuff that you want to do, regardless of the circumstances or the difficulties. Because I mean, you could have come up with 1,000 different reasons of why not doing everything you're doing. Right. Like, oh, work, I'm going to go back, like a bunch of bullshit, basically. But regardless of the excuses, you're making it happen. That's what's really cool.
I think a bit of that might also be getting older and realizing you're going to die.
Well, that's the urgency that I'm talking about. When you're young, you don't see it, but it's always there.
You're going to die, guys. Everyone's going to die.
Such a cynical way to look at it.
All right. Well,
that was good, man. So, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe, leave a comment, hit that bell button, and please let us know if anyone is listening out there. Are you setting goals for yourself? Is there anything you want to do, right? Let us know. We'd love to read and see where you are in your progress.
Yeah.
So that's everything from us. We'll see you guys later.
See ya.